episodes with the Boo Back deck in orange. A very fitting deck for a very fitting night. That is interesting. It is a magic card. Anyway, let's take a peek at what we'll be playing with here. A slightly darker toned deck through the front. And you know what? That doesn't look too bad with a couple magic cards. So let's put those back in the box, shuffle up our cards, and get this one underway. How are you doing today? Tonight, my friend? Sorry, I've just been really enjoying shuffling this deck. Anyway, please get yourself nice and comfy. And let's begin this first game of the night. And if my memory serves correct, we actually had a white version of this deck around our 300s, later 300s, early 400s. So if you're interested in that one, check it out. Just search my channel name and the Boo Back deck, and you should find it. And that's probably the best way to find any deck through our journey. But besides that, let's begin our night officially. because I know there is not a king to place. But let's hope we have a black 7 to move over a 6 and maybe open up a spot to play. And it looks like we don't quite have it, as there's nowhere for that queen. Okay, it is thinking time, and the more I look at it, the quicker I realize we're done. 2, 3, 3. Know where to move this. 3. Can't make another play. We had a good game to start, but ultimately just a bit short. Not bad, but we know a negative stat that is lurking beneath these boo backs. And let's see the triplet. Of the kings. Well, at least we had a hot start, just missing a couple of fat stacks. Casino shuffle time. Alright, game number 2. And it's kind of funny. While shuffling up those cards, my brain was in another world. And it's kind of funny to me how far-fetched and random it could be with a single thought. For example, jelly bean. It took me under a second to follow this stream. Jelly bean. Where will this lead down a train of thought? What can I relate to a jelly bean? And quickly, my brain jumped to Bean Boozle, the Jelly Belly punishment candy that I'm pretty sure we all know. And when I thought Bean Boozle punishment, I thought of Smosh games and what they used to do with those about 10 years ago. And at that point, my thought jumped to when my friends would come over and spend the night, and how we would have game challenges, and in these challenges, if you were to lose, let's say we had 3 friends over, we would do a best of. Whoever would win would make a punishment snack. That'd be the leader of the punishment party, and the second place would also have their input in creating a disgusting dish for the other friend to eat, the other friend being the loser. And it just reminded me of the worst time I was beaten. And I wasn't beaten often because obviously I had home field advantage. And I just remembered that instances when now we have triple 4s on the field. So that thought of jelly bean strung me to the challenges my friends and I would do whenever as we earn our first fat stack of the night to our left. I've noticed in myself, when I'm excited, I speak quicker. And when I speak quicker, my words blend together and I notice I kind of slur or skip some words because my mouth cannot catch up to my brain and what I'm trying to say. So I have to really slow myself down in certain circumstances, as that will be the end of our second game. So we got a fat stack, but we couldn't add anything after that. Not bad. Surprisingly, a quick-paced one. Let's see if there's anything nasty lurking beneath in game number 2. Quite a few doubles. Let's do one more riffle. Alright, let's do it. Game number 3. One fat stack in. Still in search of our first win. Let's see how we begin our third bout with the boo back punch. Not bad. On the bright side, 2 aces out of the way, freeing up a spot for a king, and potentially a spot soon to be open for another. Here we go. There we go. Drop that 6. Get rid of that king. Oh, that's a nice flurry right there. Triple queens. So we need a blackjack, a black 10, and a red 9 as we earn our second fat stack of the night in game number 3. Can we make it 3 in 3? There's the 10. Now we await the red 9. Perfect. So a red king to place down and a red 9. Now where's the red king? Alright, black 7, red king, black 5. That works. don't, actually. Yes, we're good. Here comes the Red King. Very strong games tonight. Worth mentioning. But for now, we are stuck with that 3, 10, and 9. We must commit to... Oh no! Damn it. It looks like that is it. Just to make sure, no matter which way we go. No red 4 for that 3, no black jack for that 10, and no red 10 for that 9. Wow. 3 fat stacks total, just narrowly missing our first win with the perfect cocktail of black cards left unturned. Let's do it. 3 games in. 3 solid games in. 3 fat stacks. Still in search of that first victory. Now that is a fine looking start. Now that is not as fine of a looking start. Might as well free up a spot for a king at this point. And we just, I don't know, this one's not feeling right, especially after that jack turned his face. no plays left on the field, so all those face cards kept us away in this game as we still search for a win in our final game of the night. But I just picture that Conan thought thinking, laughing to myself. Triple kings, by the way. What level? And triple nines. In a serious sense, what level of narcissism or confidence or mixture of the both do you have to think that you can just end up on someone's show/podcast who's been in the showbiz business for, what's it now, almost 30 years, and just kind of screw with them? And it's their sense of humor. They like to be a little bit degraded in a sense, and then think that you would be just as if another person there who's been there all along type of feel. And I was just laughing in my head how I had that thought and humored it that long, and that's what made it funny to me, and why I wanted to share it to you. The fraction of an idea that I had, the ability to end up on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend, and then just act like I was a longtime friend and just start crapping on him. Anyway, on to our final game of the night. This deck has been providing some decent games, and it looks like it might be flipping the script in our final two. But one thing's for sure, we're not gonna give up until there's nothing left for us to do on the field. Perfect. Oh no, not perfect. But to go back to what I was saying, do you ever get those thoughts of triple sixes now? Of not fantasy, because technically it could happen, but a far-fetched reality. And that is now triple fives. Damn. Let's go with the 6. And I'm not sure about this one now. Looks like there are gonna be a lot of roadblocks. Let's wait, because I think we can play another 3 earlier. And on the bright side, it looks like we might get at least one more fat stack before all is said and done. There's the early 3. There is our 4th fat stack of the night. Drop that 2. Drop that 3. And I think officially after this turn, we have done everything imaginable in this game. Nowhere for that 10, 9, or 2. yourself a relaxing remainder of your night with many sweet dreams. Until we meet again, stay safe and eat your fruits and vegetables.